So let's talk about Health Mart. Health Mart is a retailer that a lot of people don't think about, and it's going to be a fun conversation. It is an independent pharmacy franchise. They have more than 5,000 member pharmacies across 50 states. Basically, what that means is that the pharmacies are locally owned and operated, and so it's all about community and it's all about individualism within their pharmacies. So they are doing a very interesting experience where I think they originally started and then decided to do the franchise route, and it's grown tremendously. They're actually owned by McKesson, which is a huge pharmaceutical company, which basically means that they have money, and I like that. So that's something to consider. Now, let's talk about selling to them. First of all, if they are franchise owned, that means that you could probably sell to them on an individual level as well as with corporate buyers. What that means is usually that if they're creating independence and each one is independently owned, you could possibly go drive around and try to open accounts with them. You want to make sure that you're not sounding like a fool when you're reaching out to them, and you want to prepare your packaging, pricing, everything perfectly before you start this route. There is some work to do to build the strategy. Some people just get overzealous and just run to a store. Not necessarily the best choice because it could backfire on you later. But ultimately, if you do want to sell to them, since they're individually owned, they have individually owned buyers, and that means that you could seriously open up accounts. And that means you get one to say yes, and then you can go back to all the other ones and try to open up more and more. I had clients who've done that with lots of types of retailers that have that franchise capacity. Now, pharmacy is a little different in that they don't have huge store outlets, but it's still interesting where the other stores who have franchise might have bigger spaces, whatever, they can buy more product. So the bottom line is go check out a Health Mart if you haven't heard of them and see whether or not you could put your product in there. So obviously they could buy anything a pharmacy would typically buy. It would include stuff like vitamins and maybe some gift items. They probably have all sorts of varieties.